Nope. We're sorry we made you collect all these war assets. We thought it would just give you something to do whilst you went off and saved the galaxy. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for wasting my fucking time. And that's what it is. Like, getting the war assets, it feels like you're wasting your fucking time when at the ending it doesn't have an impact. And that's another thing. Without the DLC, I can definitely say there's no replayability. I just wanted to forget about this game the first time I stopped. First time I finished. Because the original ending, as I said, is really bad. I think nobody can deny that. So without DLC, there's no replayability. And I think even with DLC, there's only slight replayability. I mean, you could mix your options up a little bit. For example, I'm probably gonna redo with the DLC. Mix my options up a bit, maybe not cure the genophage, maybe see what happens if the Geth are destroyed or something like that. I mean, it's better with the DLC. That's what I'm saying. And also, one of the things that really pissed me off is that a lot of the characters I actually thought were dead in Mass Effect 2 they came back, and that really pissed me off because I was romancing Tali, and then by accident I just chose Liara instead because I thought Tali was dead, because you don't see her with all the crew at the end of Mass Effect 2 in my game. So that was so annoying. I'm sorry, that was just mega annoying. But I'm going to rectify my mistake and romance Tali again, because that's what I want to do. And last bad thing is that the voice acting from Jessica Chobot, yeah, she's in this game for some reason. Yeah, you know the big the big chick. Oh no, not big. From IGN. Yeah, she makes an appearance in this game for some reason. I don't know, did she owe BioWare a favour or something? I mean, seriously, it's so out of place. And Freddie Prinze Jr. as well. Whenever I think of Freddie Prinze Jr., I immediately think of Scooby-Doo, the movie. I'm sorry, man. You can't... I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, whenever I think of Freddie Prinze Jr., I think of the first Scooby-Doo movie and the second one, both wrapped together. And I can't take him seriously when he's been in those movies, because he's even more bland in those movies than the original Fred was in the Scooby-Doo original series. As I was saying, these appearances can be really distracting, and really doesn't seem to fit in the universe, especially since Jessica Chobot's voice is so annoying and grating. And whenever I got into a conversation with Diana Alice, I was just thinking, God, stop talking. That's why whenever I talked to her, Paragon all the way, because her voice was just so it was just So now we come to the verdict, the final chunky monkey in this ice cream tub. Now I'm gonna have to give 2 ratings here, because without the extended cut it's completely different. So what I'm gonna do is give without extended cut and with extended cut. Without extended cut, it gets... I'm really sorry to say this, by the way, but it gets a 6 out of 10. It's decent, okay? It's not bad, it's not good, it's not mediocre even, it's decent. And that was because of the bad things that were in that game. But with the extended cut, I give it 7.5. Nearly great. Okay, it just with the extended cut. It just a little misses the mark a little bit. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, you can't bash the game that way. How dare you give it 7.5 instead of 8? Well, screw you. This is my review, and this is what I think. I think this is really unfortunate and tragic, since Mass Effect's games had all been solid up until now. You look at 1, it's solid. You look at 2, it's solid. And then you look at 3 with the ending, and you think, hang on a minute. Hang on. Just wait a minute. It's just what? You're gonna end it like this? Now this is not to say I didn't like the game. It was definitely lacking from the last one. And when when something gets so much hype, I mean, Mass Effect is like one of the biggest sci-fi game trilogies out there. Like, I would say it's second to Halo, because mainly because both styles are quite similar, and the gameplay in both is very solid. And when a game gets so much hype that the hype actually nearly surpasses the game, that's a sign when you've got to go back to like game 101, game making 101, and think to yourself, we must do something about this now, because we fucked up pretty bad. And they did. They released the extended cut ending. But I hope with Mass Effect 4 you do better, BioWare, because you're a good game company. And unfortunately, your later games have showed that, for some reason you're really lacking. And Dragon Age 2 is an example. I mean, I don't usually like Dragon Age anyway, but this one made me like it even less. So, that's my quick short review of Dragon Age 2. Liked it less than the original. And for like the final word on this game, this is a good one to own. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good game. Don't you ever forget that. It's a damn good game. But just make sure to get the extended cut, which is free, by the way. BioWare knew better than to make you pay for it, because they knew that they would get angry fan backlash. And for once they managed to get over their EA money grubbing executives. But get it with the extended cut, because otherwise you're going to be disappointed. I'm Sharp Cleggy, and this was my first proper review. Cleggy out.